So guys, right, I've got a fantastic video for some of you out there looking at getting separation and looking at getting this downswing to move the way that you want to move. I've got a drill that I'm sure that you wouldn't have seen before, and I'm going to be excited to show you that because it's just, we're going to be looking at some evidence-based material. Some of the best players in the world are actually doing this when they're hitting and not using it as a drill. And we're going to be looking here at how we can get into a position that really gets the lateral movement to get shaft lean, to cover the ball, to get ball, get ground, and get our swings moving in the right direction. Right, so we've had quite a few comments here on YouTube, people asking, how do I get the separation? On worldclassgolf.com we've actually got a complete series of that's been specially designed for lateral movement and to get these compression and lag positions. And we're going to touch on a couple of things here today, but being part of the community in World Class Golf, where we're constantly releasing videos, it's just, the price is amazing, and the information, it really is helping so many people. So have a look at that, because I mean, it's the whole platform of over 1,000 videos. It's the price of about $99, which is not really that much when you're picking up bits of great information for every area of your game. When we look at getting into the downswing, we know, and we have to know about averages of movement. We have to talk about averages of movements. We know where the average is, then we can talk about the exceptions of the rules, right? We can say, well, so-and-so's in this position, right? But when we have a look at lateral movement, we know we've got 4 to 6 inches of lateral. We're all trying to get around that 10, 11, 12 degrees of shaft lean at impact to hit compressed shot. We know that that's the average. We know that there's 4 to 6 inches of lateral, and we know that things are opening up. So let's get in there and have a look at what we can do to get across. So guys, right, this is an interesting drill to create a sensation of separation from your bottom half to your top half, which is where really a lot of people around the world are really struggling with when we have a couple of separation points in the body and in the golf swing. One of them being the bottom half from the top half. So for a lot of people that haven't played junior golf, this is an interesting area. So what we're going to do is we're going to stand up pretty close to the wall. Maybe you're about 10 centimeters or 15 centimeters away from this wall. Now you pop your hands on the wall. Right, I'm on a mirror, but on the wall. Right, and your arms are bent. Now what you're going to be doing is you're just sliding your hands down, and your hands are remaining on the wall. So this is going to keep your top half just for a little bit just back, and it might even keep your right leg just back, and you're going to feel a little bit of a stretch on the outside of this thigh. Now obviously you don't need a wall, you can just do this type of movement here, but this is an interesting one just to get a little bit of exaggeration into the motion, right? And if your hands come off, you'll have perhaps then everything sort of spinning, right? You get the left side low, you get the right side high, which is not what you want, right? You want to be getting, for most of the people around the world, you really want to be getting that separation and getting that lead side. And this way, then you can swing, and move through the golf ball, and you've still got good structure here with a small in your back. You're not having, the top half and the chest in front of your belt buckle. So that's a great way to go about it, creating that stretch, and then you can bring this lead hip into a position, like that step over, and get yourself in a wonderful position to create some compression, hit it from the inside, and get a great looking, powerful golf swing. Now, when we're looking at so many of these great players, what we're seeing with heaps of them is that actually as they move down, they take a step across with the lead heel. They actually do it as they don't know it's a subconscious move. So we're going to have a look at this drill here. And what it is when you get to the top of the swing, you're actually going to take a step over, lift up the heel, and move across. Now I'm just going to hit one here. You take it up and you actually take a step with your lead heel over. Now it's a drill, right? You might not hit it all that great. The swing might not look all that great, but it definitely got me more. You probably see I'm more across. And in the video, when you're looking at using this drill, it picks up a massive amount of lateral movement. And this is why the top players are doing it. A lot of the top players will step across. You've seen Stenson, you see Peter Lonard, you see so many of the world's best hitters using this move in their swing, all right? So this is one area that we're looking at to create this separation, right? We're trying to get some pressure into this left leg. A lot of the drills you can do is when you're moving down, is keeping this lead leg bent. It looks worse, I believe, when you have a look at the swing, when you look at the left leg straight, it looks like I'm gone. Right, but if I get that move there, it looks like I might have a good chance of hitting this. You know, if things look good, they normally are. And we know that this move forwards, it will straighten here later on. It has to straighten it sometime. You will see some players that hit through with a bent left side. It's definitely better than spinning back and keeping this right hip over the right ankle. That's nasty stuff. We know that the right knee should be getting to that finish line as well before the hand does. We've done a lot of that recently on worldclassgolf.com and on YouTube. We know that there's this shift, and this is a great way, this lead heel exercise, to get across and get yourselves in the right position. Guys, let's now have a look at another way to create separation, get a feeling of that bottom half separating from the top half. And we're also going to have a look now at some of the best players of all time. And we're going to look at the slow motion of this lead heel, incorporate this into your practice. These couple of moves I'm going to show you, and that's going to get you in a wonderful place to hit some fantastic shots. So guys, right, looking at evidence-based material, Garcia, statistically one of the best iron players of the last 20 years. Watch the lead foot here as it lifts and he plants it back over. You see that little lift and plant, massive amount of lateral movement and incredible amounts of shaft lean moving into impact here. Have a look at that. He's got 3/4, almost his whole leg through 16 degrees of shaft lean. Mcilroy, a more pronounced step here. He needs a bit more lateral movement. Have a look at this step over. Watch the left heel over and planted, moving the whole thing right over, guys. And this is what's helping, is getting through this wall. The more you get through the wall, the more shaft lean that you get. Swing geometry, worldclassgolf.com. We've got a complete series on these moves. Lateral movement, seeing it from the back view, it's very, very interesting. Having a look one more time here at Mcilroy's step over. Let's have a look at Stenson. Also, what a ball striker this guy is and was. Unbelievable. See that move, that step over into impact. Also seeing Patrick Reed here.
World Class Golf Instruction has over 700 detailed videos for every golfer. Practice programs and evidence-based material is applied to helping you to become your own coach and play your best golf. Join us in the chat room and join the community of World Class Golf Instruction.
And when this guy gets going, watch this foot lift and it moves over. And even getting in there and having a look at Ben Hogan, the great man, having a look at this lead foot I should say, stepping over and getting across. Now there's a lot of talk that there isn't any lateral movement of the swing. That's actual garbage as we look at evidence-based. Guys, you've got to follow evidence-based material. Have a looking, if you're looking for online lessons, CraigHansonGolf.com, helping people from all around the world. Have a look at that, and we've got a great deal there with a combo online lesson and these great videos on World Class Golf Instruction. Check out worldclassgolf.com. We'll get you on the right path to playing your best golf. Get everyone in the right direction. Thanks for watching, guys. If you don't forget to subscribe if you like the video. Other stuff coming your way, and leave your comments and questions below, and we'll get to them as soon as we can.